What's up everyone, Lethal Concept here. So last time when I played with a Kerrigan that had a 40 or so mastery, or was it 38 or 40 something, that Kerrigan player wasn't as good, so what I did is I leveled up my Kerrigan so I could actually show you guys what a Kerrigan or Kerrigan playstyle would look like. So what I like is that Kerrigan has the Torisk not Mutalisk, what's the Ultralisk that is pretty much very strong because it has a self-revive from the evolution, also has self-heal for 40% damage, and this is an area heal, so it's incredibly strong. And then I get Hydras, which have a massive attack speed with this one, Hydralisk Frenzy ability, which increases attack speed by 50%, which is insane. Like, that's just an insane amount of time that it can just pretty much just spam attacks. But they're pretty fragile, which is why you get the Ultralisk to tank for them, and Kerrigan herself is pretty tanky as well. Also, you really want to take that second base really fast, and also be able to tank some minerals so they can spam units as much as possible. So you want that second base as fast as possible. However, this is one of those missions where you don't actually get a second base. What instead is that you just have one mineral line, but there's a lot of minerals and you get 3 gas instead of, you know, 2 from your main and 2 from your natural. So I'm just going to quickly check if he is building units, so he's not okay. So what I like to do is I like to get 2 drones first and then 2 overlords to get my supply, and then I'll start saving up for my set of drones. And around this time is when I start spamming some drones out. It will be about 17 is when I start getting my spawning pool, because I'll start spending these for my drones. Now, normally when I go for another mission that doesn't have like this, where you only have 1 base, when you have 2 bases, I like to have 2 hatcheries per base. But for this one, I'll just opt to do 3 instead. So here I'm going to get my spawning pool, which is 17, 16, which is around where I am at. And even though I'm spamming drones out, by the time my spawning pool pops, because I have so many minerals or so many workers mining, that I'll be able to afford a queen as soon as possible. And a queen obviously is very good because it gives you that burst of larvae, which is what you use to spawn units. Also allows you to put creep tumors, which is very useful because that is where you actually be able to place defensive buildings, which is the main goal of this objective. So we're going to start placing some of these around, because we're not going to be spawning units as fast as normal. However, we are going to be spawning a lot of these defensive buildings to actually stop the enemy from coming towards our base, because this is actually kind of like this is actually kind of like Mass Effect Andromeda, if you kind of come from that. It's a horde style based mode, which means that you're going to be defending against the enemy, pretty much. So I might put 1 more, but I have to put it here. I can't put up there because I don't have creep there, which is unfortunate. Now, if you're going to see here, a lot of larvae are going to pop. There's going to be 4, which is awesome, as I can start using that. And I can wait for a bit for my lair, because lair gives me access to more advanced units, which is what I really want. I want my more advanced units. Seriously? I'm gonna move this out of the way.
We are unending.
Put this back. That's fine. He can just tank there.
You have my attention.
That's fine.
Chokers. They'll pull in your forces and stun them if they aren't dealt with.
So we are gonna try and get another queen up. My Kerrigan should be fine because, yep, I have a drone that's just sitting there. We'll use him for that. Now, we do have access to a hub, which is what we can get our Hydralisk Den, What I'm actually going to do is put one of these here, because what happens is some freaking you get nukes basically. You get nuked in Brutal, so I'm going to put that there for detection is what I should say.
More overlords required.
Do I have enough for a creep tumor? Unfortunately I do not.
I've come
So
this
I'll actually
far.
put this here. This guy should have, no, this guy has enough for a creep tumor. I'm going to start spreading creep up here because this is when the second wave of the units will start coming from that direction. I also want to actually get some of my buildings that actually give me upgrades. Kind of awkward spot where I'm going to put them. I'm going to put another one here as well.
Under attack.
And upgrade
Explain
this.
yourself.
My frames are dropping 29. Okay,
The
so
surge continues.
since he used that, I'm going to actually use my AoE ability to charge inside. Oh, are you serious? It pulled me in.
I am disrupting time now. Be ready to attack.
You know what? I'm just going to send a lot of
Require additional overlords.
overlords.
We
Crap.
need more
That's fine.
minerals.
Is he still he's still stuck? Thank you.
Bold.
But as you can see, you don't really need units, so I'm gonna spread that creep tomb up there, get more drones, and actually start getting some of my
Not enough
Kerrigan
minerals.
upgrades.
The night's almost over.
That's
We'll
not
be
how
safe
you
to
say
move out again in the
upgrades.
daytime.
Upgrades.
Enemy in combat.
I'm actually opt to spawn a creep tomb here to get a bit more area over there. Now obviously
Speak.
I'm gonna start looking to put a third hatchery if I can, because I really need that hatchery up.
We made it to the dawn. To
I'm
stop
actually gonna
Beta
get a
Station,
Nodus
we need to
network
destroy
here as
enough of it
well.
each day. Head to these coordinates to start.
And Kerrigan's actually pretty strong by herself. Where are my Zerglings? Are they dead? No,
Allies
they're
are
dead.
It appears that we must fight our kin.
Hotkey that. I'm gonna get another queen so that I can actually inject larvae onto my third hatchery. Gonna get a bunch
I've got another
of
sector with structures on my
drones, and the
scanners.
reason I'm doing that is because I'm gonna actually go up
Our
here with a
forces
couple
are under attack.
to get more.
Explain yourself.
All my Zerglings are dead, which is fine. Kerrigan's actually really tanky by herself.
Our allies are in
Especially once I
combat.
get my upgrades for her. She'll
Yes.
be able to tank and kill stuff pretty darn fast by herself. So I'm just gonna set up some
Our allies are in combat.
hotkey that. Is my crew? I think I'll put one over here so I can get this area as well. So I'm actually gonna opt to go for a bit more defensive rather than an offensive playstyle. Kerrigan died, which is fine. It's actually not that big of a deal if your hero
Sending you
if
the
your hero
coordinates for more
dies.
structures.
That is because she spawns pretty fast.
I am
Evolution
sensing cloaked
complete.
units. Two can play this game.
Now this can actually spawn anywhere, so I could actually spawn right here. And once Kerrigan comes up, I'll actually opt to. Do I have? Okay,
Our
you guys
allies are in combat.
can actually come up here
Our
and
allies
place
are
some
in
more.
combat.
That is fine. Is Kerrigan spawning yet?
There's still a lot of infestation left, but we'll get every last bit of it.
It's gonna die.
Attack.
Unfortunate. Oh, no, maybe not.
I return. Our foes shall
Another day is coming to an end.
And you can see Kerrigan's just gonna clean up a bit. Come back here. I'm gonna try and burn some of these buildings before
I've come
the
this
day ends. So I'm gonna opt to actually get some units now for some basic defenses, obviously, because I'm gonna need them. Gonna rally my units here.
Make the fight begin.
Now you think this is kind of risky because they're all gonna start spawning, which is true. But I have this canal here, which is one of my kind of abilities
I'd advise against
that
it,
I
man.
can actually just.
It'll be easier to take out the structures
As
in the
soon
daytime.
as this, okay, now it's a bit risky. I should go through this side, go in, and then come back out here,
Make it.
which is one of the cool features, basically. Actually, I'm gonna put my hydras over here
You have
and
my
put my
attention.
heroic,
I've come
or like
this far.
my hero
Five
in this
is
direction
under
to
attack.
actually
Bold
tank this bit. I'm gonna hold her. I'm gonna put her in a hold position because she's in that cloak field. Gonna get more drones to get some more mining. Also, I'm gonna get some overseers and get the mass frenzy. Get some upgrades for my units. Also, I'm gonna get Motmu Ultralisk Den, which is the unit that I talked about earlier, the very tanky one, which is amazing.
One of our barricades is being hit hard.
As my frames start dropping, which is really annoying.
Probably deal with them soon.
Can my frames just stabilize, please? I even have these on medium graphics, not even high. Is something attacking my base?
Our allies are in combat.
Wow,
The
rip
fight
my base.
Metamorphosis completed.
Hold position. Oh man, my frames. Must be because of all of this. Wait, it's kind of better? Not really.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh, it's upgrading that, which is why I can't upgrade it
Our
yet.
allies' base is threatened.
get
Immobilization wave is
both of
available, my
these.
queen.
Temporal
Get
anomaly
the
is
lead
established.
and
Strike now, warriors.
let's put this over here to actually get some of these air units. Can I actually get them in? So I can. Okay, let's hold
What
position
is
there.
it already?
Oh, you are way too far. Let's put you back into this force field, defensive field. Hold position. Let's put you over here and hold position with you guys.
Evolution
Gonna get
complete.
some
Our forces
lurkers
have met the
for
enemy
base
in
defense,
combat.
basically.
kidding me?
You guys will
Amon
come over
wants to
here.
attack us now too?
You
Perfect.
three. Wait, I have a drone. I have a couple drones. Why are you not mining?
Our
Yeah.
allies'
Oh,
base
my
is
third
threatened.
natural must not be there. And then I'll put
Our
you
forces
guys
are under attack.
over here.
Our forces
Over here
have
should be
met
fine.
the end
Can
of
do
the
this,
We'll
Commander.
actually
It's almost sunrise.
put an overlord, or overseer, basically.
completed.
Get that guy. Seriously. Now we're gonna start making hydras, and as you can
We
see,
need more minerals.
that's heaps, like, right? That's heaps. Gonna actually put them over
Our
here.
allies are in combat. The hive cluster is under attack.
Let's get to work, Commander.
And I'm gonna
We
move
have
them
to
out
burn
as
enough of
soon
the
as my
information
hydras
today
are
so
done.
the
I'm
drop
actually
fall
gonna,
behind.
which is about now, gonna put them inside here,
Our forces are under attack.
and then unload them here, and start attacking everything. Where's my Kerrigan? Oh, there she
Make
is.
it quick.
No, I need you here.
Speak.
You're like the Vanguard.
It's time.
Use
to
my
start.
time stop
Not done
and
yet,
my
Commander.
minerals to get some
Here's
of
some
these
more
minerals.
structures
So
to burn
Kerrigan
out.
has 4 abilities: Leap. This is just a dash dealing damage. Leap, which deals single target damage but more damage. This just turns enemies into like resources, and this just immobilizes
Our
everything.
forces have met the enemy in
So I'm actually going to
combat.
get some Ultralisks,
Not
which
enough
is some of the
minerals.
big units, some
We
Hydras
require
for
more
air,
minerals.
and or maybe get an Overlord
more
because I am
minerals.
starting to cap out on supply.
Boldly.
What's he doing? Oh, he's putting up defenses in that area.
Our
Good move,
forces
good
are
move.
allies attack.
I am actually going to
More
get some more.
overlords required.
Yep, I need Overlords.
Our allies
Mer-
are in combat.
Morph into Lurkers for some base defense.
Our forces have met the enemy.
Gonna
in
get some
combat.
drones so I can use them for buildings as well. What I'm actually gonna do is position these guys on the high ground so they can actually attack down here.
What is it?
Assimilation aura is now ready.
Give myself some armor. Lurker range is really
Make
good.
it quick.
Hydralisk range would be also really good, but gonna get armor because that benefits all my ground units rather than just attack, which either benefits my range units or melee attack, which only benefits my melee units. Just checking my Omega to
Looks like
my
we can
Omega
find
worm
additional
to
structures.
see if the cooldown is down, which it is. Gonna actually leave these guys
have
here for
my
now
attention.
because I don't really
I
need them
am
right
the
now.
swarm.
It's almost nighttime. Be
Yes, it
ready for
is.
the infested.
Might as well get some more upgrades.
Immobilization wave is now available.
More range, this is very nice. I've got 3 overloaded, so I'm going to actually get
Our
some
allies are in combat.
base
Our forces
defense
are
over
under
here.
attack.
Hold position.
Explain yourself.
Our allies are
The
in
enemy's
combat.
provide us reason.
We're in for a rough night, but I know we can survive
Let's see
it.
if we can burn some more out of this area before we actually go back.
Looks like there's a viral page among the infested.
Oops, that's not the button I want to press.
We can only do that at night. You have until sunrise to attack the virophage.
Okay, let's
You
burn
can't
this big
kill it
one.
now.
Let's
You
burn
can
this
come back
big
to it
building
tomorrow
first. And then we run away. I'm
Our
gonna turn
allies'
these
base
overseas
is
here
threatened.
and then unload them here.
You'll have to defend that barricade if it's gonna stay standing. Looks like
I'm
they're
gonna
trying to
rally
tear
all
down
my
the
units
barricade.
here because it looks like that barricade is about to go down. And I'm gonna spawn a bunch of units, get some more overlords as well. And as you can see, I'm just gonna tear everything down. I'm gonna put Kerrigan in the middle because she's pretty tanky. Gonna start spamming abilities which give her a shield which takes
The infested will
quite a
be
bit of
here any
damage.
minute.
Our allies' base is threatened.
Maybe I should move over here. One of my overseers went down, so I'm gonna get another one. Hotkey in the same group and put them here.
Assimilation aura is
Some more
ready.
frames! I already closed some programs. Oh, I know what program I can close. Actually, no, I don't want to close that one.
The hive cluster
Yeah, I'm sorry about the frames, guys. Like, this here part looks nice. But then you get to this part, and it's just like, what's happening? 2 more frames, and you can see, like, my Ultralisks are just taking so much with the area cleave heal. Except this guy, he's probably gonna die. You just see his health go down. Oh, that's his res ability, which, you know, gives him more
Don't get too old out there.
survivability.
If our base falls to the infested,
So hopefully, what I'm hoping is my ally can get rid of that.
Immobilization wave is available, my queen.
Let's actually just move back a bit because we're so far out, and we can actually get, actually have our lurkers do some damage as well.
Our allies' base
Attack
is
our enemies while
threatened.
time is distorted.
Gonna get some Hydras because we should have some
More
Ultralisks.
overlords.
Overlords? Yeah, we can do that
require
too.
more minerals.
Get some larvae
Make it.
going.
The hive cluster
We seem
is
pretty
under
fine
attack.
for now. Gonna actually move
Our
these
forces
up a
are
bit.
under attack. Our allies' base is threatened.
Ugh, Amon's supporting the infested with his own forces. It's gonna be a long night.
Gonna get my upgrades during this downtime. Can we get any
The
more?
fight begins.
I don't really get
forces have
Zerglings,
entered
so I might skip on that.
combat.
But we are getting a lot more minerals than we are gas. Do we have a lot of gas filled up? We
Base
do.
is threatened.
Gonna
Don't
turn
give
this
up,
guy
Commanders.
into
This
an
nightmare is
overseer,
about to end.
and I'm actually gonna uproot one of these lurkers and put him over here, just in case something invisible comes here, because you do get nukes sometimes, which is why I'm doing that.
Yes.
Our forces
This
have
barricade is
entered
about to go down, so
combat.
what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna attack move in
Our
this
allies'
direction.
base is threatened.
Detecting more structures at this location.
So because his army's over here, I'm gonna assume
Halfway
he's going
there,
to start
Commanders.
taking care of
Keep
that
it up,
side.
and we can
So what I'm
still
gonna do
save this planet.
is get all of my Hydras and start going up
I need
here.
Answers.
I'll get top right.
I've come.
So hopefully he's gonna clear up top left, which is what it looks like. I really like ultras, so what I'm gonna do is get some
More has been
ultras
required.
and then dump all my rest of the minerals into Zerglings. So I might as well get these Zergling upgrades, like max life. I don't want max speed because I don't want my Zerglings going really far and getting killed and picked off. So I'd rather not have that,
Your
which is
queen
weird, I guess.
listens. Boldly. I've come this far.
And I get all my Zerglings, and where are my Ultralisks? Oh, they take a
Our
bit to spawn.
allies are in combat.
So we'll just casually stroll through this. But as you can see,
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
this is kind of the playstyle that you go for. Go for mass units, mass units. I don't want my overlords. Go there. That's,
Our
what are you doing?
forces
Doing?
are under attack.
There's a ramp here, right? Yeah, go for the ramp.
In combat.
No, what? No, I'm just gonna leave them. If they want to go up that way, they can go up that way.
Forces have met the enemy in combat.
Yeah, like this is why there's a lot of boss type units up here. Really need Kerrigan to tank. Well, not tank, but like abilities are so useful.
But we need to get the
So
rest
we
of
lost
the
one
evidence to work.
Ultralist, so I think we're gonna get some
Met the
more.
enemy in combat.
Though I think we have some, right?
Not enough minerals.
Is my mineral line depleting? Yeah.
Your queen
But
listens.
Our allies are in combat.
as you can see, we're almost done. Almost
No time
done.
is the present.
Is there a couple of buildings over there?
Boldly.
So if I was really kind of micromanage, I could get 2 of these, and then what I do is I put one here, unload, put them into that Nidus one, and then use the second one for the cooldown, because this has cooldown of 60 seconds, and then I'll put them,
Those shall become our
and then I'll unload this second one here and come out this side. If I really wanted to micromanage as heavy, but this is just kind of more of a playstyle show kind of thing. So I don't know if I have enough units to actually take out enough buildings, but we should, because we have this guy coming from the left side. He used one of his top abilities. As I said before, co-op commanders have those top abilities, which is time stop. So let's actually, do we want to
Our
bonus?
forces have met the enemy in combat.
So there's only going to be like these 2 buildings here, so we're just going to leave that there, and then go for the bonus,
I need answers.
and like look at how many minerals I spent out. Like
Well, that's
if I
one less
if I
head to
just
worry
like
about on this planet.
press a bunch of
Thanks,
buttons,
commanders.
I'm gonna just start maxing out on supply. So you know,
I am the swarm.
Don't get too bold out there.
come out here, unload here.
This planet will be lost.
Wait, did my Ultralisk not go into the thing then? That didn't. Oh, it's game over anyways. Anyways, that's kind of the playstyle of Kerrigan. You have mass units, you got a lot of mobility with that Nidus Worm, and you kind of like just spam units. You got really tanky, and you got kind of fragile but really strong range units with the Hydralisks. Now you could use kind of Mutalisks, so Mutalisks with Zerglings, but I find that Zerglings die pretty fast in Brutal. So instead, I'd rather have where am I units? There we go. Ultralisks with tank, and also Hydralisks for air and ground. Now, if I use Mutalisks for air, I feel like with the pathing that my ground units will go one way, and then my air units will just fly over anything, and they may like my melee units might go a longer way, and my air units might get picked off because they fly straight towards my destination. So I'd rather get Hydras. Also, they cost cheaper as well with gas. Excuse me. So obviously it's a bit better if you're gonna go a very gas heavy unit or very expensive unit with Ultralisk. You want something that doesn't cost as much, and Mutalisks cost quite a bit of gas, so I'd rather go Hydralisk as well. So that's kind of the playstyle of Kerrigan. I'm not the best, but that's kinda how you play it. And thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the footage. See you next time.